welcome to From Russia with Love. I'm your host, Minnie Dlamini Jones, and what an incredible FIFA World Cup it has been. Of course, the final will be right here on your World of Champions. France will take on Croatia, and we wait to see who will be crowned world champions. It's time for us to take a trip down memory lane, and one of my favorite moments was trying authentic Russian cuisine at Restaurant Nikita. We're here at Restaurant Nikita. Now, what makes this establishment so unique is that it specializes in original Russian cuisine. We're going to meet up with Chef Pavlov, who is very generously going to share one of his recipes with us. Check it out. Russians have a diverse cuisine that has European, Asian, and Siberian influences, resulting from the vast and multi-ethnic expanse of the country. Moscow has a multitude of restaurants that specialize in authentic Russian dishes, and Restaurant Nikita is one of them.
Ресторан Никита является русской кухней традиционной.
Restaurant Nikita serves traditional Russian cuisine. Locals and foreigners come to our restaurant because it's difficult to find places that serve traditional Russian dishes.
В Москве немного мест, где можно попробовать эту кухню. Вот, у нас есть самые популярные.
We have very popular dishes such as porridge, pelmeni, and meatballs. Our entire menu has all traditional Russian cuisine.
Традиции русской кухни. Кашу у нас можно выбрать не только.
The porridge can be ordered from the menu as is, but we also allow customers to choose their own ingredients as we want to make our clients happy and we put them first.
Пойти на компромисс и приготовить для людей как бы их желание. Сегодня мы будем готовить, каждый принимали очень важное место, они будут как с рыбой, так и с мясом. Сегодня мы будем готовить.
Today we will prepare the porridge with the calf meat, and we use traditional wood-fired method. Porridges are traditional meals in Russia, and they are prepared with meat or fish with vegetables. This recipe took a long time to develop, and we use a specialized oven to prepare it in the way it has been done for many years. Porridge was not only prepared for dinner, it was also served for different celebrations, like wedding or birthdays. We decided to prepare this dish because Nikita is a traditional Russian restaurant. We use calf meat and cut into medium-sized cubes to get the best flavor and texture without getting too soft. The vegetables, the onion and the celery are also cut into little cubes. We put these all ingredients into a ceramic pot and add a cup of water. We then put the pot into the wood-fired oven, but not too close to the fire, and allow it to braise. This is done at a temperature of 180 to 200 degrees and cooks for 2 hours. Then we take the pot out of the oven and buckwheat grain and put it back into the fire. Then we wait for the meal to be cooked.
До готовности.
Я считаю, что это ресторан русской кухни один из лучших.
I think that this restaurant is one of the best traditional restaurants in Moscow.
Там где русская кухня, поскольку
I visit these traditional restaurants because I was born and raised in Moscow. I am certainly Russian, and this is the food that I am used to.
Вкус моего детства.
It reminds me of my childhood and the different types of buckwheat that I started eating in the kindergarten and still eat today. It is healthy food because the ingredients are domestic and have a very good natural quality.
По сути, отечественного производства и хорошего качества.
It smells so good, Chef Pavlov. Thank you so much. What an incredible recipe. I'm definitely taking this back home with me to South Africa. But for now, it's bon appetit.
Today, I'm out at the Danilovsky market, or like the Russians call it, the Danilovsky Rynak. This giant former Soviet-era farmers' market has today been turned into a sort of hipsters foodie paradise with delicacies from Italy, Spain and Japan. I've been told to try out the Dagestani dumplings and Vietnamese pho bo soup. And because I'm feeling just a little peckish, let's go check it out. This award-winning market is named after Danilovsky Montessori, located near the market, which gained its reputation as a place of trade from the 13th century. In 1986, the construction of the Danilovsky Market Dome was completed, which was in keeping with the general trend at the time of building large agricultural markets in Moscow. Today, the market is booming with more than 300 farmers involved in the supply chain of the market. It also houses 30 restaurants offering cuisines from all around the world.
Well, I have to admit that we were some kind of pioneers in the food market industry in Russia, because we were the same market who decided to bring a new life to the normal casual markets that you have all around Moscow. So we wanted to have a place that you can call like the most important place dedicated to food in Moscow, maybe in Russia, because we wanted to gather all the different food concepts. So when you come here as a visitor, you have a variety of food that you can enjoy.
We caught up with some of the international chefs who were clearly used to taking the heat in the kitchen.
This restaurant's name is called Indiskaya Tochka. This is Indian restaurant. We making all kind of Indian foods like malai kofta, paneer masala, paneer tikka, paneer kati roll, chicken kati roll, okay, and the spices and all. Spices like garam, masala, all masalas we take import from India, and the vegetables all we only purchase here in this market only.
We use recipes of our mothers and grandmothers. That is what makes our food very unique and tasty, giving them the taste like it is in home. The best seller is Dagestani chudo. They are very tasty and healthy, unique by its flavor, which we reach by combining with different recipes from families representing all parts of Dagestan.
With so many different nationalities present in Moscow during this World Cup, the Danilovsky market provides the perfect haven for all the visiting foodies.
It's really different in Argentina, the kind of food that we eat. It's not more spicy. That's the word.
The stick, we don't have the stick. We have big knife, you know, for the meat. The stick, well, it's very difficult for our brothers.
Нам привозят продукты из Краснодара, абрикосы с Армении.
We receive products from all over the world: Armenian apricots, cherries from Moldavia, raspberries from Krasnodar. From Uzbekistan we receive watermelons, South African nachis, oranges from Spain. That means that we all are connected with the whole world.
Соединяемся. Все мы должны жить дружно.
A lot of people in Moscow like Danilovsky market because here is a kitchen from different parts of the world. You can find this Mexican food, Indian food, Cyprus food, Russian food, and here is always fresh foods, fresh fruits, berries, different, and here is nice atmosphere. Yes, I'm enjoying, and everybody welcome to Russia. The idea of the market was to become a touristic attraction anyway for all the tourists that come to Moscow. So now we are kind of happy that this is really happening, because now we have so many tourists. So I'm just happy that they will come home and tell about the market, that I hope they liked it.
From the Thai dragon fruit to the Dagestani chudo, it has been a fulfilling day. We've seen footballing fans from across the world come down to the Danilovsky World Cup to enjoy some worldwide cuisines. And now it's time for me to taste their favorites, the Vietnamese food. Time to dig in.
A new introduction to the FIFA World Cup was when we arrived in Moscow. We were given our accreditation as well as access cards to the metro. We could take the train as many times during the day for the duration of the tournament. I like to take taxis, but of course, when in Russia, we do as the Russians do. Let's take a look. So I've just had breakfast here at the Red Square, and it's time for us to get back to the hotel, which happens to be on the other side of the city. So I won't lie, I've generally been taking cabs to get around because I've been a bit nervous to take the metro. But of course, FIFA did give us these cards that allow us to take the train as many times as we want for the duration of our trip. So it's time to throw caution to the wind and brave the metro system. Let's go. The Moscow Metro was the first underground rapid transit system of the Soviet Union. It was opened in 1935 with an 11-kilometer line and 13 stations. It was one of the USSR's most ambitious architectural projects. In the last 83 years, the system has grown substantially and now comprises of 214 stations and a 365-kilometer route length, the 7th longest in the world. While some sections of the network are at ground level, most of it is underground, with the deepest section running an incredible 84 meters below the surface, one of the deepest in the world. There are now 14 color-coded lines, and with 68 transfer stations in the system, getting to any part of the city is easily achieved, once you get to grips with it, that is.
So my experience with the metro was that I had to ask some people, some of the locals, and after that, we got, situated, but it was a little hard, I guess, since everything is in Russian. But yeah, it's just counting stops is the way to go.
The metro, the first time we took it here in Moscow, to be honest, was kind of difficult because of the translation from Russia to English, kind of tricky to figure out how to get to the train. But thanks to Google Maps, we were able to figure out how to get to the Red Square.
And my experience with the subway or metro in Moscow was beautiful. To be honest, one of the most beautiful subways I know in all the countries.
The Moscow Metro opens at 5:25 a.m. and closes at 1 a.m. It has an average daily ridership of 7 million, an annual ridership of nearly 2.5 billion, a minimum average interval of just 90 seconds, and runs on schedule a mind-blowing 99.96% of the time. A day pass to ride the metro costs about 45 Rand, but an annual pass means that locals get around this beautiful city for as little as 11 Rand a day.
Well, it means that it allows you to buy one ticket for a day, which is like around 200 rubles, which for all the day you can use the metro, so it's kind of cool. So I've heard that so many metro stations are really quite nice to take pictures of it. So yeah, it's really worth it.
The Moscow Metro is a marvel of modern engineering, architecture and art. Stations are constructed with high ceilings, reflective marble walls, grand chandeliers, and houses stunning artwork. It is a veritable yet functional and highly efficient underground museum.
And it's a museum inside.
Back home, I mean, it's like a museum underground, so that's the difference.
It's really cool art down there. So yeah, definitely much better than in Sweden. We do our thing, but it's not comparable.
The people are very, very friendly. You can see trains, very modern and very old ones also. But in general, all the stations are great.
All the metal and all the different stones and stuff. We have some paints, but nothing similar to this one.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I actually did it, and it wasn't that bad. And of course, for me, it is free. So I think I'm done taking cabs, and I'm gonna do as the locals do. I like the metro, it's pretty cool. Don't forget to get involved in today's show. It's #SSFootball. It's time for us to take a break. Don't go anywhere. More from Russia with Love. Welcome back to From Russia with Love. Don't forget, the final will be live on your World of Champions, SuperSport 3 at 3 p.m, where France will take on Croatia, where a new world champion will be crowned. Now, when we were in St. Petersburg, the buildings were amazing, the city was fantastic. You know me, I like a little bit of adrenaline. We found an incredible amusement park. Take a look at this.
When you host a FIFA World Cup, it's not just about the football, it's all about the excitement and, of course, the entertainment. You can do restaurants, you can do art museums, but if you've got kids, this is where you need to be in St. Petersburg, the amusement park, and it's absolutely beautiful. And when you've got kids as well, you need one of these, popcorn. Lovely. Let's go have some fun, huh? So we got the tickets for the rides, and we're about to go for our very first ride, which is the rocket launcher. And this one, I'm hoping, will be as scary as it will be interesting. Yeah, guys? Come on. Fun can be defined as something that is amusing or enjoyable, or better still, what provides amusement or enjoyment. And this park, Divo Ostrov in St. Petersburg, provides all of that and much more.
This park is called Divo Ostrov. It's an island where you have a lot of interesting interactive zones. There are a lot of attractions, I think, yeah? And for different age, you know? For example, for kids or for adults.
You can come here and have fun, relax. Russia is a wonderful place, a welcoming country, especially now the weather is good. You have fun and it will be value for your holiday.
In Russia, we all wanted to come people for another country because we have the nice park, we have the good water and good people maybe. Because you're gonna be happy when you come here.
This is a really incredible park. It's really a lot of kinds of attractions, more fun, yeah, fantastic place.
A park purpose-built. Adults and children of all ages take advantage of the excitement that it provides, and we, desirous of a little bit of fun, joined in. And I definitely want to experience more, so it's off to the coaster ride. And from what I'm told, this is one of the people's favorites. Now, if you are a sucker for speed and crazy maneuvering, then this one is definitely for you. People from far and wide have come to Russia not just for the FIFA World Cup, but also to feel the vibe of the country and its people, and clearly to erase stereotypes.
We came from Hungary because the football match, and St. Petersburg is our favorite city in Russia, so it's really nice.
Really, we didn't know the country, and we are very surprised about Moscow, Nizhny Novgorod, St. Petersburg. The park really is great. We love green spaces, and we are having a great time.
Whenever I speak to my friends in Russian, they all go crazy. I think it's this super macho language. Like, yeah.
So what are those things that you heard about Russia that's been, you know, disabused?
Maybe like the people are like cold-hearted, like they don't want to talk to you, but that's just not true. Everybody here is super nice, friendly. They want to help you.
It is the best time in Russia, I think, because we have a lot of different people, you know, here from different countries. All people are hugs, yeah? All people are hugs, have fun. We are on the one wave, you know what I mean? So it is great. It is the best time in Russia I ever seen.
So as you can see, I have had some mad fun, and you can as well. Now, next time you are in Russia, please make sure that you visit St. Petersburg and experience the pleasure of this and so much more.
Now, with keeping with adrenaline, we went all the way to Sochi, and I'm so upset I never got a chance to see it. Apparently, it's fantastic. But we got to experience the Formula One racetrack called the Sochi Autodrome.
Petrolheads, listen up. I'm here at the official home of the Russian Grand Prix, the Sochi Autodrome. Now, this street circuit goes all around Olympic Park. It was officially opened in 2010, hosting its first Formula One race in 2014. Let's go see if I can pull off a Kimi Raikkonen, a Sebastian Vettel, or even better, a Lewis Hamilton.
The story of the Sochi Autodrome has been started in 2010 year, when the contract for the Formula One Russian Grand Prix was signed with the Formula One group in the presence of the Russian President Vladimir Putin. And you know the nice detail that in 2013 our tracks were tested by famous drivers such as Sebastian Vettel and Köchert, and in 2014 the first Formula One Russian Grand Prix was held here.
The Sochi Autodrome is the amazing venue, and all of the Formula One drivers mean that Sochi Autodrome is very interesting. It combines special speed and technical sections, and it's very famous among the public, among the tourists, among the Formula One drivers. So it's an excellent track.
The great period is coming, and we devote all our powers to make this event one of the most attractive event. So, you know, we'll have some interesting specific features, and if you attend our event, you will notice a concert program with taking part of Russian famous rock stars. And you can attend our museum with the car museum, and you can be a participant of Fan Zone, Formula Fan Zone.
We have guided tours at the Sochi Autodrome here, and you can come and visit our track, just close areas where just Formula One drivers can go. You can see all of these infrastructure objects, and you can have a taxi ride, masterclass, or track days. All you want, you can find here at the Sochi Autodrome. So if you will choose a race taxi, you can experience and enjoy the speed of the Sochi Autodrome Formula One track, just sitting in the co-passenger seat. If you will choose masterclass, it means that you will be as a passenger for the first lap, and you will drive around the Formula One track, around all these Olympic stadiums as a driver. Just look at this venue, it's an amazing object, and Formula One is not just races, not just support races like Formula 2 or GP3 or Formula One Russian Grand Prix. It's an amazing event for all of the tourists from all over the world. So just come and enjoy our big sporting and cultural program.
Super nice. That was an exhilarating and exciting experience, the best ever in my whole entire life. Turn 3, absolutely amazing. In fact, if you're an adrenaline junkie, you have to put this on your bucket list. In the meantime, let me go book for a masterclass so I can be a little better.
We've reached the end of the show, but don't despair. The final will be coming to you live on your World of Champions. France will take on Croatia, and a brand new world champion will be crowned. It's on SuperSport 3 at 3 p.m. live. Don't miss it. For the very last time, it's Minnie Dlamini Jones. You've been watching From Russia with Love. Do svidaniya.